Hello, and welcome back to Women for Wealth. So, today I want to talk about the changes coming to student loan repayment. So, the big, beautiful bill has some changes for student loan payment. So, the first thing is it's going to be harder to get your student loans forgiven or deferred. The second big change is that they are getting rid of the SAVE plan. So, if you're hoping to qualify for that, it's not going to be there anymore. The big, beautiful bill had the major impact of killing off the SAVE repayment plan. In its place, they're putting a more expensive, restrictive model called RAP, the Repayment Affordability Plan. So, what do you need to know about RAP? Under RAP, your payment will be 10% of your adjusted gross income, your AGI. And that percentage increases 1% for every extra $10,000 you earn. So if you make $50,000, your rate could be closer to 15%. So that could be very impactful. If this is going to affect you, you need to start looking at it now. You need to look at your budget. You need to do some calculations. And there are online calculators, so you can go in and say, okay, if I do the repayment affordability plan or the RAP plan, based on what I make, what am I going to have to pay every month? Again, it's 10% of your adjusted gross income, increasing by 1% for every extra $10,000 you earn. So if you make $15,000, your rate's probably going to be 15%. And that could be impactful to your budget. So you need to know that now. Another thing they got rid of with this new bill is there are no more zero payments. Everyone has to pay something. Even if you don't have an income, you got to pay at least $10 a month. And forgiveness. You've got to make 30 years of payments before any remaining debt is going to be wiped out. They're not going to offer the 20 or 25-year terms anymore. Lower income borrowers are going to be hit the hardest, and it's going to stretch the burnout longer for everybody. Y'all, this is really going to affect the economy, not just every individual's personal budget and their savings plan, but it's going to affect the overall economy, I believe, because a lot of kids, they racked up tons and tons and tons of student loans because we, as a society, told them they had to have a college education. And a lot of them aren't making enough money to be able to repay the dollar amount that they have in loans now. It's already next to impossible to buy a house for someone that's in their 20s and 30s. You add a 15% student loan payment every month on top. I can see lifetime renters. I can see some people never being able to save and never being able to afford a house. This is changing the American dream. So y'all, I'm very sorry to report this, but I need to let you know now. I need to let you know in advance so you can go in and you can plan your budget accordingly, and so that you're not caught off guard when, all of a sudden your student loan payments jump up a major amount. You need to be prepared. You need to be ready. You need to know what's coming. If you know what's coming, you can plan and you can prepare and you can weather the storm. So knowledge is power. So make sure you look at the big, beautiful bill and how it's going to impact your daily life and your monthly budget. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth.